Okay, hello everyone. Today is our last class, which I'm going to teach deployment of our smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. So previously, more specifically in the last session, we have seen that our first smart contract, that smart contract was based on a local Ethereum blockchain that was running on your own laptop. And as I said, it's enough for your final project, but it's not the ultimate phase. We want to have our smart contract active and running on the actual blockchain. But due to some issues, for example, we have students from the countries that they cannot buy cryptocurrency, it's banned in their country, or even within US, it's not possible for them to purchase actual cryptocurrency, although the amount of cryptocurrency that we need for deploying a smart contract on actual network is not expensive. It's fairly cheap, but it was not possible. So the previous simple smart contract was developed on the based on local Ethereum network. Today, still, although we are going to deploy our smart contract on Ethereum blockchain, but we use Sepolia network. So Sepolia network is actually Ethereum design blockchain. It's hosted on several computers around the world, but it's for development. It means although we consume some ETH to post and interact with our smart contract, you don't have to pay anything for that. So, and there are some certain ways that you can get Sepolia Ethereum for free. So it's basically just a playground to test and develop your smart contract. Deploying your smart contract on a mainnet, which is operational Ethereum blockchain, is very similar, but for that case, you need to have very small amount of ETH on your wallet to be able to purchase some ETH to post your smart contract. Keep in mind, since this is a first blockchain development course, we don't go for complex smart contracts. So the smart contracts that I taught you was a basic one. So just creating a calculator. So, but in practically, no one used Ethereum to create a decentralized calculator. But if you learn how to create a simple calculator smart contract and post it on Ethereum blockchain, it gives you a good amount of entrepreneurial opportunities. And it just for your own business, maybe you can search what other advanced smart contracts you can create and just make your own business. So don't stop by just a smart contract calculator. Don't think it's too easy. It's too easy, but the process of running a smart contract calculator is essentially similar to much more advanced ones. For example, like coding, you can make smart contract for even making your own bank, making your insurance company, so on and so forth. So the overall process is similar, but just the functions that you use in a smart contract is way more different. Okay, so we are going to use Sepolia Ethereum. It's risk-free, very efficient. Basically, it's free. You're using free ETH to test your application, and very similar to the mainnet. Okay, so this so-called fake ETH or Sepolia ETH is easy to achieve. So let's see how you can do it. So first of all, you need to have your wallet. I use MetaMask, but there are so many other cryptocurrency wallets that you can utilize. It's the one that I used to. It's not necessarily the best, but it's one of the one of the wallets that has many users, and you can find good amount of tutorial about that. So as you see in this snapshot, I'm using MetaMask wallet on Chrome. So let me just open up a sample Chrome to show you guys. By the way, like during the course of this class and also the examples that I showed in the lab sessions, I show my wallet address, sometimes with private keys, but this wallet that I'm going to show you is just for development. I don't, since I share so many information of it everywhere, I don't use it for actual business. But keep in mind, you shouldn't share information of your wallet, especially the 12-word phrase that is like a password, and also your private key. It's a big no-no, but this is just your class, so shouldn't be that much of an issue. So I enter my password. So it just loaded to my Sepolia ETH. So look, here I have 10 ETH, Sepolia ETH. So in let me expand my wallet so you can see better. So I click on these 3 dots on the top right, and I go to expand view. Okay. So here I have 3 accounts. So my first account, it said $34,000, but this is if it was actual ETH. I'm using Sepolia ETH, so the value is almost 0. And I just created different accounts. So by clicking add account or hardened wallet, you can either import account, so add new account, or also you can also connect your hardware wallet. It's not the case for today, but I just want to show you some potentials of MetaMask. On the top left, it shows my blockchain networks. I click on it. So as you see, by default, I have Ethereum mainnet, Linea, Arbitrum, BNB, Polygon. I also have localhost. This is like basically a sample Ethereum blockchain that I create and run on my local PC. Sepolia, Linea, so on. And also you can add. So let me just go to my Ethereum mainnet. Over there, I just have like almost $8. Let me show you how to add this Sepolia blockchain here. So I already put it there, but let me just delete Sepolia test network. Okay. So for adding, I click on top left, which here it said Ethereum mainnet, but when you click on it, you can add your own blockchain. Sepolia is there, but also I can add it manually. So click on Add Network. And here I click on Add Network manually. So I need to enter some information here. You can either find it on your PowerPoint, but sometimes when you copy paste from PowerPoint, because of some font issue, you might get some random errors. So I tend to provide commands text. So you can just copy and paste from this text file. Hopefully you won't get any font issue or random error. So for network name, I copy Sepolia test network. For the URL, sepolia.org. Chain ID, this number. Currency symbol, you can put anything. This is just, I just put Sepolia ETH. And for the URL, I put Sepolia etherscan.io. It asks me, do you want to switch? For now, I would say dismiss. If you want to switch to your Sepolia wallet information, on the top left, change from Ethereum mainnet to Sepolia test network. So as you see, although I deleted some information, but it got back, and I have 10 Sepolia ETH on this wallet. I put since some of you are listening to this course content after the class as a recorded session, I put all the steps on your slides so you can follow it. In case you got questions, please reach me out after the class during office hours or set an appointment. I can work with you guys and resolve your issues. Okay, but how to get a free Sepolia ETH for developing and testing your application? So one of them is Alchemy Sepolia Faucet. So the link is here. Copy the link, go to your internet browser, post the link here. So here, first, I'm not a robot. You need to put your wallet address. How you find it? So on MetaMask, under your account name, which for me is account number 1, there is a copy sign. You can copy, so it's address copied. And then here you paste your address. So you would get some free Sepolia, but right now, since I already got it, it said I should wait 24 more hours. So I go to activity section. As you see, this is the free Sepolias that I got today. Okay. But it just give you 0.1 for now. Today, as of 2nd of July 2024, it gives you 0.1 free ETH every day, but sometimes you may need more. How? You can go to this link. This is a faucet for Sepolia network that it gives you 6.5, almost 6 ETH every 2 days. So in order to be qualified in this website, in which it asks you to do some mining, you need to fill out some information. So the information are in passportgitcoin.co. Let me just copy this. It asks me to sign in with my wallet, so I click on sign in with Ethereum. So my, not Coinbase, but I have several wallets anyway. So you need to enter some information here. For example, one of them you need to provide your GitHub account, Discord, Google, LinkedIn, and some other else. It also checks your activity on Ethereum, your NFT ownership, so on and so forth. So by filling out some of this information, you get qualified for mining ETH on this Sepolia Faucet website. So let me copy this link. Here I need to provide my wallet address. Click on here to copy my wallet address and paste it here. And I click on start mining. So it said I have too many ETH in my wallet. I cannot mine anymore. But if I had less, it would let me to mine some ETH, and then it will send it to my account. So in that website, 10 ETH is more than enough. So I cannot get any free ETH for now. But when I run out of that, I could just ask for more Sepolia ETH through mining some blocks. Anyway, by the way, if you want some Sepolia ETH for developing your project, I can share those 10 ETH with you guys. So just send me your wallet address, and I can send it to you if you want to develop any smart contract on Ethereum blockchain. So as I said, this is Sepolia is for testing only. The ETH there doesn't have any real world value. There is some certain limitation number of ETH, Sepolia ETH that we can request. Don't share your information, although it's free. But security should be your priority. Okay. Another application that we are going to visit here is Etherscan. So what is Etherscan? So it's basically just a web application that helps you to see interactions, smart contract, transactions, block information, and token information. We didn't use it for the calculated smart contract. I included in the smart contract code, but we don't use it here. It basically helps you to understand what is going on about your own wallet, your own account, token, smart contract, so on and so forth. Okay, let me show you Etherscan. So this is my wallet address. Top right, there's 3 dots. Second option is view on Explorer. So I click on it. So this is my wallet profile Etherscan. It shows my previous transactions, the tokens that I own, the last transaction that I had, even the first transaction, so on and so forth. So this is also my wallet address. Let's click on the last transactions. It said it's a Sepolia transactions. The fee was 0.007. Gas price is 22 UA. It was this from this wallet to this smart contract. If you click on it, it shows the last smart contract that I created. Okay, we go back to Etherscan more, but as you see, just show you some good information about my wallet. Also, let me show you one of the tokens that I created. So 51 days ago, I created a token. The balance was 70 million. It shows some transactions that I had. And also the token address. Okay. The next tool that is very useful for managing a smart contract is Alchemy. So this development platform is designed, mostly designed for Ethereum. It has very good tools to manage your smart contracts. So you can do a lot and get good information from your smart contract. It helps you for debugging interaction that happens on the blockchain. You can use for getting a data query, sending transaction, and basically see what is going on with your smart contract. If you don't want to use Alchemy, you can use your own Ethereum node, but it requires some technical knowledge. Also, you can use other platforms such as Infura or QuickNode. They have similar infrastructures. There's some pros and cons with each dApp, smart contract, and management applications, but they're fairly good. So many businesses use Alchemy for getting data about decentralized application, such as OpenSea. You might see in the NFT session, I show you that this is one of the platforms that you can use to post and sell your NFTs. Axie Infinity, Decentraland, these are some games that are available on Ethereum blockchain, and people use it for. The owner of the smart contract used Alchemy to manage the data, getting query, and see what's going on with their application. So it's basically something like application management platform. Look, for example, this is like my Alchemy account. It's on top right, you can see my API key. It shows the activities. So number of requests. Also, it's something like Power BI or other visualization tool that gives you dashboards, basically dashboards of information for your decentralized application. So let me go to my Alchemy. You can sign up and create your own, but this is like my own Alchemy account. Similar to other platforms, you need to provide your email address, probably your wallet, and some information about your application. I only created one sample application on Alchemy, and this is my key is also here. I can use it for on my smart contract to access on my Alchemy account. Okay, so let me do scan.io. I'm signing out of my Etherscan. So as you see, you can provide your username, address, and sign up here. And you can also get your API here to be able to connect to your Etherscan and get the information that you need. So like blockchain information, transaction information, so on and so forth. So this is like my free API that I have. Especially if you are working with if you need to get your tax information, I think that this helps you to find your transaction and financial activities on Ethereum blockchain. Anyway, so for today's class, I use my API keys on Etherscan, my API address on or API key on Alchemy. Also, in order to communicate with my smart contract, I'm using private key of my MetaMask. So the first two is easy. You just need to create an account, ask for an API, and copy your API key information, both on Alchemy and also Etherscan. So I can have 3 APIs. I just created one. But for MetaMask, here, top right, you can, let me show it to you guys. Go to account details. And by clicking on here, you can get your private key. Although I don't use this wallet that much, and this is just for teaching purposes, but since it's a good practice, I don't share my private key here, but you can at home click on show private key, get your private key, and record it somewhere because it's a part of coding session for today. So for today, you need to get your private key from MetaMask, your Etherscan API key, and also Alchemy API key. So your private key on MetaMask is already created, but you need to make API key. Sorry, one API on Etherscan and Alchemy to be able to get your own API key. Anyway, since the majority of the class are watching this video later on, I don't pause here because you guys when watch at home, you can pause the video and just create an account on Alchemy, also Etherscan, and also get your private key information from MetaMask. So okay, so for today, first you need to install .env package on your project folder. Look, for my project folder is in C project class calc, but for you might be somewhere else. Just either copy the command from here or here, npm install.env, come you to your project and open a terminal, put the command and install the package there. I already installed, so it just goes quickly, but for you guys might take more time. So inside your .env, you need to put your Sepolia URL, private key of your wallet, Etherscan API key. So the first one is your Sepolia URL. If I go here, so you need to put it sepolia.galchemy.com, and after that you need to put your API key. So the first part, everything up to V2 is same with me. After V2 is a dash, and the last is different. So as you see, I also deleted some parts of my Sepolia URL. Second line is your MetaMask private key. Again, I hid the last part, and the third line is your for Etherscan API key. So on your canvas, I put an empty env file. First, put HTTPS, comma, it-sepolia.g.alchemy or alchemy.com /v2/ and the remaining is different. Just copy and paste your API key that you created. So private key comes from your MetaMask. Etherscan API comes from your Etherscan API. Then save this file after populating this file with your own information, and then go to your project and put it here. So the .env file here is populated with my own information, and as you see, I put it under calc folder. It has some account information that I have. Okay, next, inside your project folder, you need to install required Hardhat plugin to be able to post your smart contract on Ethereum. So just copy the command, or again, as a better practice, just copy the command from your text file into your project folder and just install it here. Again, for me, it might be much faster than you because I already have installed it, so it might take much faster than you. Okay, so next, you need to adjust your Hardhat config with the information of your Sepolia account or Sepolia information that you have on your Alchemy. So look inside the file, the new Hardhat config.js that I shared with you. So again, if you look at your canvas, under week 15, you have a new hardhatconfig.js. Just download and copy inside your own project folder. So as you see here, I have my Alchemy Sepolia URL and also wallet private key. So where does it come from? So this information comes from .env file that you populated with your own information. I also put the information of localhost if you install Ethereum locally, but this is for the previous class. I just let to be there, but for today, we are just working with the information of Sepolia Ethereum blockchain. Anyway, similarly, you need to update or adjust your deploy.js. I also put the new deploy.js there. Let me just open it for you. In a sense, it just helps you. It gives you some commands that you can just employ it for to be able to deploy your smart contract on Ethereum blockchain. I don't go that much into insights because you can just use it as a default. So let's say you make your own smart contract. If the name is different, you just need to update the names. For example, here just update calculator and use your own name for your own smart contract project. Anyway, the next steps is compiling your updated code because we updated some codes. Just copy this command either from your PowerPoint or text file. And then compile your files. For me, it said nothing to compile because I already compiled, but for you might see different results here. Then we post the smart contract into Sepolia network. I already posted, so you just copy this link into your project folder. Then it might take some time and ask for some fees, but at the end, you get addresses. So just wait a little bit here. So it said this is the account that it's going to use. So this is my wallet address. And it's going to deploy on Ethereum blockchain. So it might take a little bit. So I'm not sure how long does it take, but it would say something like calculator deploy to, and this would be the address of your calculator. So it would be an address on Ethereum blockchain that that is like a location that hosted your smart contract. So everyone around the world can use this address to connect to your smart contract and do the calculation. This is, again, calculator is a very basic one, but people can use it for several things. For example, let's say you might have a bank or insurance company. This is the address that people use. So look, it also gave me the address that I can access to my smart contract. So I copy from here and paste it on browser. This is actually the information from Etherscan. So it said 1 minute ago from this wallet address, just posted this smart contract. So this is my wallet address information. This is the transaction that was put for posting that smart contract. So it costed me 0.00 ETH as a transaction fee, and gas price is 13 UA, which is equal to 0.000, a very small amount of ETH. In one of your previous classes, I talked about GUI, how to convert GUI to ETH, but the conversion is given. So usually gas price is not expensive, very cheap. Transaction fees also is not very expensive. So let me check the ETH price right now. So I go to coinmarketcap.com. So this is the price of ETH right now, $8,415. So multiply to this amount. So if I wanted actually post it on actual Ethereum blockchain, it just cost me $14. Let's say for the gas price, $15. So if we wanted to post our smart contract on actual Ethereum blockchain, it was fairly cheap, not expensive actually. But again, because of some of your friends have limitation on buying Ethereum, I mean the legal limitations. So I just said let's just do everything on Sepolia Ethereum, which is exactly similar to actual Ethereum. So if you want to post your smart contract on actual Ethereum blockchain, you just need to change some settings. So, but everything else is very similar. Anyway, now I want to interact with this smart contract. So the smart contract used to be on my PC. Now it's hosted on Ethereum blockchain. But how I can interact with that? So with this very basic smart contract, the interaction could be using the calculator function, for example, add, subtract, divide, multiplication, so on and so forth. To be able to do interaction, I created a JavaScript file. Again, this file is available on Canvas. Let me just open the file. So it's nothing, just providing my Sepolia URL address. This is come from my Alchemy private key. So this is my wallet address and also address of a smart contract. The remaining is just a format of file. For example, I said, okay, I have inputs of integers, so two numbers, both of them are integers. I have an add function. I have subtract function, divide function, so on and so forth. JavaScript is above the content of this class, but I just would say here you input your blockchain information, smart contract information, the format of inputs, also how to interact with your smart contract. Again, no worries if might be complicated with you. I'm just saying that, here, I'm just saying that when it goes to that smart contract, it might see some functions and it uses those functions for some certain results, for example, add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Anyway, But let's do the interaction with my smart contract. So this is how you do interaction. So you put node interact.js, that's the interaction file. And I'm saying that, okay, use add function and add 10 and 5 together. So let's copy this one. So look, with this node interact.js, get to interact.js file. It uses this information here. I mean, Sepolia URL link, wallet address, contract address, so on and so forth. It costs something, and then it do the calculation for it. Connect to that smart contract and use add function to add 10 to 5. Let's do another one. For example, multiply 10 to 5. So I copy from here, paste, and press enter. The result is 50. Again, this is like super easy, right? Nobody uses smart contract to host a calculator on the blockchain, but this is the first time you see such a functions, and I couldn't, doesn't make sense to show you a super complicated commands in the second class that you interact with smart contracts. But what can you do from here? So if you want to be a developer for smart contracts, especially in the Ethereum environment, you can do several steps. One step, getting documentation of Solidity. So if you remember, I used Solidity to write actual smart contract. You can take courses or get the documentations of Solidity and be familiar on how to design and how to create a smart contract. Solidity is actually derived from C++, Python, and JavaScript. So if you're familiar with Python, and JavaScript, knowing Solidity is not too difficult. On top of that, JavaScript also is an important programming language. So you can take courses or just study the documentations on JavaScript. Especially since you are not familiar with the JavaScript, I couldn't explain too much about some of the JavaScript file that I have. For example, hardhat config, deploy.js, interact.js. So these are all written in JavaScript. The concept is not difficult. The logic is super easy. But again, the code, you may not be familiar with the codings there. So it's the reason I'm avoiding going too much into the details. Let's say if you want gets more explanation about the codes, you can either reach me out after the class or just use AI for getting some explanation about the JavaScript codes that I use here. Okay, so by now you did, so in the last class and this class, you was able to create a smart contract. So that was a key step. So it just use Solidity to create a smart contract of calculator in which it just have 4 basic functions: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. In the previous class, we host this contract on a locally hosted Ethereum. And in this class, we host or we post this smart contract into Ethereum blockchain. So, and we use command prompt, for example, either last class or this class. As you see here, for example, I said node interact.js add 10.5, multiply 10.5. So, but if you, based on this class that we had, also probably your previous experience, you don't use command prompt to interact with your smart contract. You need to have a user-friendly interface. But how? So you need either get the knowledge or work with the designers. So you need to work with the people who design apps, it may be cell phone app, web app. So those people provide a interface in which, for example, look at the two interface, either the web interface of calculator or cell phone app. So people just have an application and like press some buttons and get some result. So as a students of business, it might be a little far from what you used to because you mostly focus on entrepreneurial side, maybe at most designing a smart contract. But in your spare time, if you learn how to create visual interfaces, either mobile or cell phone application or web application, that would be great. But you can also hire people to create these interfaces, and you need to connect this interface to your smart contract on blockchain. So 3 steps. First, creating your, the most important thing is creating your business plan. So second, creating your smart contract, programming language that translate your business idea into codes. Then you need to host your smart contract on a blockchain. And the last step, you need to have a user-friendly interface. And this, by today, for example, let's say I have I'm the best calculator around the world. But if I tell people that you need to write some codes and just type some commands in your command prompt to get the results, probably don't get that much of users. So your business idea won't go anywhere. But if you have a beautiful interfaces, some people might be attracted to your business idea that translated into smart contract codes, and hopefully you can make a good business and have a good return. Anyway, that was for this semester. So I don't have any volunteer in today to present the final project. If you either in the class or over Zoom or watch the video later, you're supposed to create a YouTube file, explain your final project. Also, you need to upload your codes, your reports. If you created an NFT, just show me the link of your NFT that you put for sale, post it on the Canvas. That was for this semester. It was a big journey. So we started from concepts to application and also very basic developments. Thank you very much. It was my pleasure to be your instructor in this semester, although most of you were not presented in the class in person, but it was also a good adventure. In the summertime, we promote internship. So, and we have students that doing internship either in different states of United States or also in other countries. So we support this type of online classes. Thank you very much and have a great rest of the summer.